Hi everyone. This should be the last installment of buying in a tight environment. Well, what happens if your offer doesn't accept it? Don't lose hope. In a tight market, as I mentioned in my first uh, part, is with my daughter. It took us looking at 50 homes and 8 offers later. So what you end up having to do is basically uh, be patient and be consistent. You can't be a part-time buyer in this tight environment. Otherwise, you might find you won't potentially get into a home for 6 months to a year, and that's not why we're starting this process. We want you to get you in a home as soon as possible. So the other thing you may want to consider is what happens when your conditional offer gets accepted. Well, financing condition, I'm assuming that'll go through because you've done all your pre-planning. But what about the home inspection? You might get in a case where there's some issues with the home that you might want to get money reduced off the total purchase price, and well, that can occur. Uh, don't nitpick. In other words, if it's normal wear and tear, allow that. But if it's something significant, ask for a reduction because you got to ask yourself, are you willing to walk from the deal or not? Because if the cost item is only a few $100, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. However, it's quite significant, could be something major. It's something you can ask for because it'll come out in the wash if you don't waive it. The next buyer will ask, why didn't the home sell previously? And then the seller has to disclose. They don't have to, but they can say, we don't want to. But then people beg the question, what really happened? So there's always potential to get a reduction if there's something significantly wrong with the home. Number two, there are other ways to get funds. Obviously, I didn't delve into it deeply, but you can get, for first-time home buyers or buyers that don't own a home for the last 4 years, you can withdraw per spouse $30,000 out of your RESP. Your RSP, and you can take 10, 15 years to pay that back, but it allows you to chase your down payment. Also, if you have a first home owners program, if you're already in it, or you can start it, that means you're not buying till a few years down the road. It's a tax deductible item that you can put to $8,000 over a period of 5 years, max 40,000, and it grows tax-free. So that's a big help for paying a down payment down if you're just starting out. So those are some things you should think about when you're buying into a tight market. The other thing, obviously, is when you make an offer, understand that if you're competing, you likely have to go 5 to 10% above the ask price. It's just the way it is because you're competing against other folks that have been looking for a while as well. You might be able to preempt that offer if they say, okay, we're only looking offer on Sunday when you put your offer in on Friday. Well, you could potentially try to preempt it by saying, hey, I'm going to offer you 5 to 10% above the list if you take my offer now. So there are games you can play to ensure you win the deal. Hopefully this has been helpful. Please reach out to me if you have got any questions, DM me, or just book a time for a consult. This ends my 3-part series on buying in a tight market. If you're interested, we can potentially look at selling in a tight market, but I think that's self-evident in how to deal with that situation. It's on a sell side, it's usually selling in a very a buyer's market where there's a lot of product. That'll be a different story. Hope to hear from you. Otherwise, have a great day.